All right, I want to double down on this Dan Orlovsky thing and just, cut it off at the head before it turns into something that it's not. All right. So, first of all, Dan Orlovsky saying that he wants to be a Lions offensive coordinator does not mean the Lions are interested whatsoever. So you can breathe easy, okay? I mean, it does not mean they've reached out either. It does not mean there's an interview coming whatsoever. I mean, this was just something he said on the Pat McAfee show because he was asked a question. That's it, and that's all. And honestly, I think Pat McAfee, I think Pat was just half joking. I think he was fishing for a reaction, and Dan took the bait. TV moment, click-worthy soundbite, free publicity. Hey, why not? I don't blame Pat. But, hey, let's be real for a second. We all remember Dan Orlovsky's most famous highlight, don't we? Running out of the back of the end zone. I mean, I laugh about it now, but I'm not about to pretend that guy should be ever near calling plays in Detroit. I wouldn't want him as a water boy on the sidelines, let alone as an offensive coordinator or even a quarterback's coach. I mean, get out of here. I mean, now he's out here saying he loves Jared Goff. Come on. I mean, we all remember, for years, all I've heard from him as an analyst is him talking Goff down, nitpicking everything he does and just glazing up other quarterbacks like they just walk on water. And, when Goff plays great, Dan barely mentions it. I mean, when something goes wrong, suddenly it's like, this just big breakdown session. So, same thing with, the Lions in general. When Dan Campbell got hired and talked about biting kneecaps, Dan Orlovsky wasn't exactly leading the hype train then either. So he's been consistently skeptical, negative, and dismissive of this team until it, became convenient for him to support it on national TV. Now he says he'd love the job. Of course he would. Who wouldn't want a coordinator paycheck and a headline at the same time? Who wouldn't? But like I said, let's cut through the noise. The Lions are interviewing actual coaches, okay? Not jokes like him. Guys with real experience, okay? And as of right now, Dan Orlovsky has never been contacted by the Detroit Lions for any kind of role like this. So it's just feels like TV clickbait, not a real football conversation, and I'm not buying it. Honestly, just stick to the studio, Dan. Detroit's got bigger plans than you. I'm Ryan with Lions Hard Count.